Welcome to another episode where it's freezing cold.
Really cold again.
But,
I love it.
but I'm womaning up and I'm not wearing I want to be aesthetically pleasing to you all, especially since I did my eyebrows today, so
Oh, I'm not aesthetically pleasing to anybody today. I'm just here.
today we're going to discuss my coming out story. So today's one for queers.
Yes.
Or people that are just interested in
Let's
queers.
hear some Rachel lesbian stories because they're some of my favourites. They honestly are. Like, you guys are a little bit mental.
Oh, next level out
Yeah.
there. Wow.
A little bit mental. I understand why they give you an old flag. That's for sure.
And then we have sub-flags, so you have the trans flag, you have the lesbian flag, you have the gay man flag, you have the bear flag, you have the mask flag.
What's the bear flag?
You have gay bears, not actual bears, so the big men that are hairy. They're called bears.
Right, okay. I think I'm bored with that.
And then you have bears and you have twinks.
You know what I was visualising immediately, don't you?
Actual bears that are just walking around with a bit of sass. I'm in your brain, I'm in your ADHD brain.
I like where I come from, that's called bestiality.
Hey, we've got a flag, we're protected, we can have sex with bears if we want, that's not to do with you.
Rachel, coming out.
Right, so I've probably known that I was gay since I was about 8. And I remember being at primary school and there was this girl that was in my class and I liked her. And I used to let her steal my gel pens, you know, my smelly gels.
Yeah.
Like, I'd let her get away with it. And even though I'd got them for my birthday and I'd had them that one day, she was like, "You can have this gel pen." Of course you can, you have that. I'm not gonna say her name because she was the only girl with that name in my class. And
I'll know straight away that
Yeah.
you fancied her.
Yeah, and I can't let my 8-year-old self go through that. So, but then she's going to remember that she did that anyway.
She might not share.
I'm over it. I've seen you on Facebook recently, Vile. I'm sorry, you're not Vile, you're lovely.
This is Zoe Takano show, that's a different story, but I'll tell you about Zoe Takano show another day.
No, you don't know someone called Zoe Takano Show.
I can't say a surname, but we'll get there.
Takano Show, which is Japanese.
No, but I couldn't say the actual surname, but that's for another one. Continue.
So, anyway, everyone was like, "Oh, I love Peter Andre," and I'm like, "Well, I'm more for a Katie Price myself, not now. I mean, before." But I didn't say no because all my girl mates were liking boys, so I thought, "Oh, I'm a bit weird." And then got to high school, and there was this girl that came out as gay, and she was relentlessly bullied, like,
Oh, really?
yeah, and nasty. And I thought, wow, that can't be me. So I was a coward and didn't say no. But then people wondered why I never had a boyfriend. Then I did. He's a funny ex. And so that he was my beard, and I was kind of his beard, but we didn't both let it come out till later on. We must have said
You're just
something.
saving each other from hell,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. Yeah. And then I left school and I got to about 18, and that's when the catfish came along. Lisa Underwood.
Yeah.
And
We're still looking for you, Lisa.
Found your name. And then pictures that you've sent my mate, that's not you. Don't lie. You won't be hiding behind a fake
What are you lying for?
What are you lying for? Just be a proud lesbian, even if you've got 3 teeth in your head, just own it.
Fucking.
So, anyway, because of her, I thought, right, I'm just going to start telling people because it is what it is. So I thought, I don't care who's upset about it as long as it's not my grandparents that are upset. So I thought, I'll just tell them first. So I told my grandma in McDonald's in town because I thought if I tell her in McDonald's in town, she won't cause a scene. So she's there with a little chicken sandwich made. And I said, "Oh, Grandma, I've got something to tell you." And she went, "Oh, God, you're not pregnant, are you?" I went, "Oh, no." I went, "But is that the worst thing I could tell you?" And she said, "No, I think if you killed somebody, that'd be worse." And I was like, "Well, good news is, I've not killed anybody. I'm definitely not pregnant." I'm involved. penis. And I said, oh, Grandma, I think I'm a lesbian. Because I thought if I say think, it goes horribly wrong. I can always go back on it later in life.
You want to become straight next time.
Yeah. It was phase, a 24-hour one. And she just like stared into my soul. And I was like, you know, like, there was like hay bales rolling past and
Like you were waiting for the time
crickets.
to pass.
Really, it was Michelle asking who's ordered 237, but I couldn't. And I was like, something. And I was like, will you just say something? She went, well, what do you want me to say? And I was like, I don't know. If you're angry, shout at me, like anything. And she was like, oh no, I'm not angry. I'm a little disappointed. And I was like, oh. She was like, don't expect me to understand it. I don't want to meet any girlfriends, but I still love you and it is what it is. And I was a bit like, fuming because I thought I wanted it to
You
be a
wanted an
fairy tale.
embrace, you wanted balloons.
Yeah, I
and
did. I
sparkles
wanted
and
it. I wanted
a
bears to run out, with gay pride flag away. None of that. So now she was like, anyway, so we moved on conversation and I was a bit EO round town. And then we went to next somewhere on New Look and there was this girl there hanging clothes up and she was fit and I was like, wow. And my grandma went, she's alright, isn't she? No, I went, I don't know where. No, but I mean, she's alright, isn't she? And I was like, yeah. And she went, go and ask her for a number. And I went, no, Grandma, I'm not going to do that. What if she's not gay? She's like, well, you won't know if you don't ask. Fair play. And I was like, no, Grandma, I'm not going pulling with my 78-year-old grandma or however old she was at the time. And she was like, right, okay. And then I got back to her house that evening and I said, will you tell Grandad, because I don't want to do this again.
Yeah.
She walks through the door and we live in a bungalow, so kitchen's there, living room's there, opens door. Rachel's a lesbian! Remember when I've gone fucking home and she went, Rachel's a lesbian! And he went, Rach. And I felt like my fanny flaps go inside me. My boobs had gone round to the back. My mouth had sort of place with my arsehole. Like, I didn't know what to do. So I went in the living room and he's laid on sofa and he's paused the TV and he goes, is this true? Are you a lesbian? And I went, yeah. Thought I'd get my coffee.
And what?
Yeah. And he went, right. And I went, are you angry? And he went, no. He went, in fact, yeah, I am. And I thought, oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Bears. He went, I'm angry that you've come here, got me to pause my Inspector Frost to tell me something that I already knew. And I went, how did you know? And he went, because look at you. And I went, all right, so you're not angry? Then he went, no, you daft sod. And then just continued playing the TV. So I was like, Grandma is fine with it. And she went, oh. And I thought, yeah, be ashamed. So we were cooking tea and we sat down at the table and it was a bit quiet, but I was like proper elated on cloud nine because my grandma said she wasn't happy at first, but then she was trying to get me to pull 10 minutes later. So I thought, oh, it's all right. And then my granddad went, so, Rachel. Yes, Grandad. Just a little question. Yes, Grandad. How do lesbians have sex? No, Grandad. No, Grandad. And no. And Grandma was like, Ray, you don't ask questions like that. I went, well, she said she's open to questions. I went, no, not about that. And he went, all right. And I thought, God, what did they do back in day for porn?
Well, same as what everybody's going to have to do now. You've got to do an identity check to get on board.
Oh yeah, peep shows behind Iceland like you.
Peep shows behind Iceland. Back to erotic thriller on a Friday night on Channel 5.
Open a magazine bush. So then, anyway, so they were fine with it. And then years later, after my first girlfriend and I broke up, the German weirdo that was an arsehole.
The funny one though.
Yeah, funny. Got some funny stories. We'll do one about exes, and that'll be a good one. She had left me a box of stuff that she didn't want that she didn't take to Germany with her, and I'd not gone through it yet because, to be fair, I couldn't be asked. So my grandma was in conservatory, and she come through and she went, "I know how lesbians have sex," and I went, "How?" And she went, that book that's in that box. And then my heart sank. We bought a sex game when we were together where you roll the dice and then you go to a certain page and then you've got to act it out.
What you mean?
But in this book was stuff like dildos of passes and fucking being tied, fucking hog roasted and all that. And I was like, no, Grandma, don't do that. And she went, she went, Rachel, each to their own. And then she went, I get the appeal. And I was like, oh, I don't know.
So Grandma's thinking about an orgasm.
Thinking, I can get on board with that. So once I knew that my grandma and granddad were all right with it, I thought I can tell anybody now. So then sorry, a bomb just went off.
He's just this street, by the way.
With that guy with glasses, have you seen him? That's gone round. It were going to bomb Muslims. Looks like Scooby Doo. Shaggy.
What's he been on news?
Yeah, he got 3 years. He was making bombs and stuff. And
What, your street?
No, probably. Probably. No, it looks like Where's Wally, and it's like, seriously, he can't construct his fucking hair on a morning, never mind a bomb. But anyway, we digress. Then I told my best mate, and she was fine with it. It did turn into a lot of kissing each other on nights out.
Practicing.
Yeah, practicing. And so I got with a German, and then we didn't do anything.
German, I'd hold.
German had old, she had a clause in, so that didn't happen anymore. But yeah, everyone were alright with it until at uni we had to fill out this questionnaire that was called Who Am I? And it says, how does your age affect you, your gender, your sexuality? And I said, I've only just come out, so it doesn't really affect me. They said you can keep your sheet anonymous or write your name on it, but I was out and out loud lesbian, like I'm telling everyone, might as well have fucking got a rainbow tattoo across my head. So I put my name on it, and that would have been a mistake. And then the tutor became really hateful towards me. Like he used to drop me and mate off at the train station.
Yeah. Prior to this,
yeah. Because we were studying in Sheffield, and then it just became really hateful, and it were awful. And then I just thought, and then that made me go in myself a little bit, and I thought I'm not going to be so forthcoming. But then my friend, being my friend, she wasn't meaning it nasty. She'd always introduce me to, oh, this is Rachel, she's a lesbian. And I was like...
You were like toy a little bit, weren't you? Well, like a novelty toy.
Yeah.
I've never had a gay mate before.
Yeah, so she wasn't doing it out of malice, but that's how I was always introduced as, this is my friend Rachel, she's a lesbian. But she's nice.
When we go away in Amsterdam, that's how I'm going to just introduce it to everybody. This is Rachel, she's a lesbian, which is okay though. And let's just see how far we can go before either you lose your shit or somebody goes, what the fuck?
So what? Are you alright? Do you need rescuing? Yes, please. So yeah, that wasn't fun. But then I got into my era of I've just come out and I'm really proud of myself, and I'm going to gay clubs, and
you found your community.
I found my community, yeah. So I lived in Queen's Court 5 times a week. I'd go after work, even if it were not to drink alcohol,
just to meet people.
I'm taking paid off drinking alcohol. And then served food. Then so me and my friend would share a platter, and just shout out to Tish, who follows our page.
Yeah.
Like me and her, we worked together. We used to both finish at the same time, even if we weren't scheduled to finish at the same time. Get to Queen's Court, and it were 2 for 1 or half price, 5 till 9.
Yeah.
Happy 4 hours. But we'd always get there at like 4:30. So we'd just loiter in courtyard.
Just waiting.
We'll just have a cig while I'm waiting. We'll just go to the toilet. And then when it was like 1 minute to, we'd stand at bar and go, what's your till saying? And say 5. Right, I'll have 5 double vodka lemonades. I'll have 3 beers each. Proper get our money's worth. Me and Tish had some of the best nights out ever. And I also have a friend that I don't really speak to anymore, but I'll make amends with her, Ikra, and she was like, she used to call herself the Asian sensation. She wasn't gay, but she was just up for the crack all the time. And and then I met Marvin, and me and Marvin became really good friends, and got into my first serious relationship, and it was just a really nice time. Like, Now when I tell people that I'm gay, I don't care, and there's no excitement telling people anymore because people have ruined it. Don't say you're gay when you're not.
Oh, you mean these that try and like be your advocates and
Yeah, when they say that you're I love allies. You're an ally. Like I love that, but
I know what you mean. What we were on about, I can't mention a name. But
yeah,
you
but
remember us
like
on about it.
like you want everything to do with the gay community, but you're not gay, but you're not really supporting it either. But you want the same kind of like you've been oppressed.
The recognition of it, innit?
Yeah, and like Pride and stuff. Like my first Pride that I ever went to, I remember the feel. I was so excited because I've never been before, and I've just got with my first serious girlfriend, not the German one,
Yeah.
the other one, and I loved it. Like walking through the streets and there's people stood at sides and they're shouting
Nobody
like
give a shit. Yeah.
dyke, whatever, blah blah blah. But we were just it's like we're all deaf to it, fucking with our big Pride
You
flags.
still get grief at Pride.
I don't think you do now. This was my first ever
right,
Pride.
yeah.
So this was, you're talking, how old am I now? 12 years ago, something like that. But everything about it, like, I was not the minority anymore. Like everybody there was some sort of gay, or at least happy to be friends with people that were. So it was just nice. But yeah, I've not had many negative experiences. I don't think when you're a lesbian, you don't get negative as in people being like, you don't fear that you're going to get battered, even though there was them girls that got beaten up on the bus. And
it's rare though, isn't it? I know what you're saying. It's not something that's happening daily.
But it's more derogatory.
The things they say, the names they call.
Yeah, men saying stuff like, "Oh, can I watch?" or like, "Get your tits out," or "You just haven't had the right dick yet." But I always have the best response for them. I go, maybe you haven't had the right dick yet. Maybe you're gay and you haven't had the right dick yet. No, exactly. So stop saying it to me.
Yeah, because I think it's disgusting too.
Yeah, and like, lesbians aren't seen as a real relationship. Like a lot of men wouldn't care if their girlfriend cheated on them with a woman because it's not seen
with a man.
But why? Because you're still cheating. It's just that you're cheating with someone that's the same gender. Like, does it only count if you've got a dick? Like, I don't get it. And stuff like IVF and stuff, you only get one round if you're gay, but you get 3 if you're straight. Like,
why is that?
I don't know, because it's more natural for a man and a woman to have IVF than it is
to IVF. It's all down to your woman, isn't it?
No. It's just, the laws just don't match up yet.
They're weird, aren't they?
I mean, there's perks to it. Like, I know that I've probably been underqualified for certain jobs, but because I want to get the stats up, I've been given the job. Which so it's an unconscious bias. Like, well, it's not. They're trying to get the stats up, so I've not done anything to deserve it apart from lip fudge.
Paying off.
Yeah. So I've not had an awful experience. I've had some, but the good outweighs the bad. And yeah, I always try and get it out when I first meet people so that it's not an awkward conversation later, because people always go, like, if I see a partner, they always go, "Oh, is your husband looking after your daughter?" No, my partner, woman. And they'll go, "Oh, that's all right. Oh, thank you."
Like it wasn't all right.
Oh, thank you. Fucking hell, I was so scared that you wouldn't be all right with it. But I know they just don't know what to say.
Yeah.
So
what is the natural response to that? Because it's not that nobody's bothered that you're gay. It's just some people just don't know how to.
Like, if I said to you, if I assumed you were a lesbian and I went, "Oh, where's your girlfriend staying?" You went, "Oh, I don't have a girlfriend, I'm straight, I've got a boyfriend." I went, "Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have assumed."
And it's just that kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, why would I assume that you're a lesbian when you know how face get up on?
I like to dress like you guys, don't I?
Fucking fag hag, you.
What?
Fag hag.
What's a fag hag?
May you link onto the gay community.
Mine didn't want me, so I had to jump onto yours.
You've looked more lesbian in all these videos than I have. You wore beanie hats, you wore
freezing.
Well, I know. You wore lumberjack fucking t-shirt, you look like you've been chopping down fucking trees. You know what? You've had a fucking titty magnet.
I just like to wear what I like to wear, and I just like titties. I don't know what my sense of that.
I just like titties.
I like hats. I like titties.
Leave me alone. Can
If anyone's forgot, this is Rachel. She's a lesbian, but she's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. Can I just tell you what Tony's doing this weekend? A bit off topic.
Oh, I don't. Yeah. Alright.
You can say what you think
I'm
I'm
gonna
about.
have to get this one out tomorrow now, just because. Are you on about my weekend away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tony told me that she was off to stay in Scotland with some friends, and
Go on, tell the story.
she'd never met these friends. So
So they were PlayStation friends. I don't play PlayStation. I just need to get that out there. I don't play.
Yeah, so they met these random people on Facebook, and she said, "Oh, I can't."
On PlayStation, not Facebook.
Oh, whatever. She says, "I can't film this so and so weekend because I'm away with my PlayStation friends."
Is this 5% going in a little bit?
25. So I said, right, okay. She went, yeah, I'm off to stay at this place. So she showed me, and it's a cabin, pretty much this, in the woods with a bed in it, with a mirror on the ceiling. Went, right, okay. I said, can you make sure that you do the what 3 words and send it to me so that if you go off grid, I know you've been murdered by your PlayStation friends. And she said, yeah, we'll do that. So it turns out that she let these people know that this place that they booked was
It's exclusive adults only. It said on the internet.
swingers club. So PlayStation friends thought these two were weird and have decided not to go with you anymore, which is fair. But they still want to go. So she still downloaded the what 3 words just in case she gets killed by some gay bears and sent me it, and it was swing
damn pump.
Swing down pump. So that's why we can't film this weekend, and this could be the last ever episode because
Well, it's not going to be by my PlayStation friends, is it?
no, but it might just be the gay.
That's what it means, isn't it? Swinging.
Turn your pineapple upside down.
Upside pineapple, that means swinging.
Oh yeah, pineapple's swinging it. Oh my god, she's a swinger. You're a swinger. That's what's happening. You fucking are.
I'm not.
You wanted me to come. Dirty bastard. Come on over. No, I'll take her. I'm not taking you. Fuck that.
So yeah, guys, I'm up to Scotland.
Swing.
To swing, apparently. I don't know with who. But I am genuinely worried, like, so I'm going to take a swimming costume, you know, for jacuzzi.
Because when you're swinging, it's just gets sink there, doesn't it?
Because I thought I'd be okay.
Be okay what? Wearing what?
Just I'm wearing nothing.
Oh,
God!
It's not. There's going to be other people that can see you.
I know now.
You're inviting people.
And these other people now might want to just shag me. So
Yeah.
what am I going to do?
Watch yourself getting banged by 7 bears in a fucking mirror.
What, even the damn mirrors when somebody's washing in office?
Oh, you and Connor are going to be in part of the human centipede.
It's kind of like Patrick Bateman on bed.
You're going to be part of human centipede. You're going to be end piece.
No, I hope not. I had some terrible chip. Well, I love them.
What are you going to say? I had a terrible time when I was last part of human centipede.
You're making me that noise when you laugh too much.
She's been on 66 a day this one.
What?
I think we're going to have to end it here. She's gone. Anyway,
We'll call it at that.
peace out to lesbians.
Bye, lesbians.